Jason Noah, that's probably the question in everybody's mind. That's why we decided to do this interview today.
Ma, I told them my story, and now they believe it. Now they can see it. Ma, I told them my story, how I be getting this money, how I be running Bitori. Now the whole world is applauding. Now niggas act like they know me. Why iti batleti ditori? No, you don't know me, I'm sorry. I'll kick it out with my homies. Hit up your girl.
Jason Noah is a 22-year-old Forex trader, born in Kimberley, raised in Pretoria. I was raised in Soshanguve in Pretoria. My mom was a colored, my father is half colored. So obviously, as most people would expect, I am colored obviously because I have been getting the questions so many times. So why did I grow up in a black neighborhood? A lot of people would also ask me. Well, what happened is we used to live in Easter's, which is a colored neighborhood in Pretoria. But then back then, it was in 2003, my parents decided that the violence was a bit just too much, gun shootings. You know, as any other neighborhood, parents always look out for their kids. And that's how we decided to move to Soshanguve, which is like a black neighborhood where I'm from in Pretoria. And that's where I grew up, which is where I've met most of my friends that I still have now, most of my childhood friends. And those are very good people. So, best decision ever.
Kick it out with my homies. I'll kick it out with my brodies.
I started trading 3.5 years ago. I started trading when nobody actually knew really about what trading is. Because nowadays on social media, every second account you see it's about Forex trading or it's something to do with Forex. But when we started back then, there was a few people only that were actually in the game and actually making a killing. So that's when I started Forex trading 3.5 years ago, first year out of high school. That's when I had to now obviously go study and so on, but I didn't and took the trading group.
How I be getting this money, how I be running Bitori.
Forex trading to me is financial freedom. Forex trading to me is stepping in the digital world of making money in the 2020 vision way. Because remember, people are so used to the idea of having to work for money or having to work hard for money. Because you know, there's a difference between working hard and working smart. And Forex trading is one of those differences. This is where we work smart. We get paid digitally for all our hard work that we put in. So that means from predicting currency pairs to where the market is going to go, to selling and buying some of the currency pairs. Life before Forex trading was a normal life. It was actually a gap year life. What do you do in a gap year? All you do is sit home, watch generations repeat, and so forth. But in my situation, unfortunately, it wasn't like that. So in my situation, it was a problem where I made a mistake and I had to pay for that mistake. So that was my life before Forex trading. That was my exact point in life before I went into trading. Forex schemes were started with the goal to actually change people's lives. I mean, here I am, I just made all this money. So what better way to give back to the community than actually share the secret or the recipe to making wealth, eternal wealth. So Forex trading is an institution aimed to help and change people's lives through Forex trading. Now, Forex Kings is one of the most stable Forex trading institutions in South Africa. Probably one of the only institutions who actually have offices where you guys can actually come and see how it is to be in our world, how it is to be a Forex trader. Yes, our classes, when it comes to classes, Forex Kings is one of the most informative institutions, as we do have firstly dashboards for our students. That's one of the first institutions to ever create dashboards. That means students have their own members login area. When they log in, it tells them welcome, Tabiso, whatever your name is. You get all your information. All the sessions we've had ever since Forex King started are on your dashboard. From strategy notes to mentorships to extra information to just equip our learners. And we also give a lot of bonuses, which means students can actually profit from Forex Kings as students by doing referrals to our company, but that is only applicable to our own Forex Kings members. If you're not a Forex Kings member, we do not pay you for referrals of clients to Forex Kings.
I paved the way with the bricks. Marvin Gaye, Chardonnay.
How do I deal with scammers? Now, scammers are one of our biggest problems. That's one of my biggest nightmares. Recently, the steps that I took to deal with scammers is I took out a team of private investigators. We are trying to investigate and allocate the scammers. As you guys might have seen, for those people who have been following me for 2 or more years, we arrested a scammer 2 years ago. He was tracked down in Mawupani and he was arrested for defraudulating and taking people's clients' money on behalf of me, but I don't even take investments. So what we're doing now to deal with the scammers, we're trying to track them, but it's very difficult because they are smart people. But we are alerting the public about every move, every new scam account that pops up. Please report it. We are not on Twitter. We are not on Facebook. I am only on Instagram. And also the next step I'm also taking is getting my Instagram account verified, because I feel like that will be able to show the people the legitimacy of my account, and so they can know that I only have one account. I don't do investments because to do investments you need an FSB license, and that's what a lot of traders have been doing lately, which is not right, and you do not want to be on the wrong side of the FSB board, firstly. So that's the number one priority step, which I am taking steps towards that, of course. I'm actually planning on getting my license this year, probably before June. I will have my own FSB license. But until then, and even after we get our own license, I don't think I will take investments. For me, that is a step, that is too much work, that is unnecessary stress. I'm the type of trader, I would rather trade for myself and show you how to do it yourself. You take your own money, you triple it yourself. Because remember, at the end of the day, you're going to give yourself a pat on the back. You don't have to come back to me and come and give me a pat. You did it yourself. So for me, investments is just a form of, even if it's a profitable thing, for me, I'm not in it for the money like that. I mean, I can make that money by myself. So I'd rather stay out of it, have less risk in my own life. Because you know, sometimes when you deal with clients, some clients, you get rich people, they get angry, and you know, anything can go wrong. And I have a son, I have a beautiful daughter. You don't want to risk that. So my first piece of advice would be, if you want to get into trading, do research about it. Like any other thing that you get into in life, you have to do your research about it. Because the thing is, you get clients that only see your Instagram account and they're like, yo, I want this, I want that, I want that. I'm going there. I'm going to go for the classes, I'm going to go for this. But when they get there, then you get to notice it's a whole different world. This is charts that we're looking at. This is digital money. And then it gets to them like, whoa, I need to analyze that page so I can make money there. I thought this was easy, just buying and selling. It's never as easy. Simple, yes. Easy, no. Never ever. So for my first piece of advice would be, do your research. That's the most important. Do your research about what trading is, how it involves, and how it works. And remember, it's also important to know where you're putting your money to. Because the money that you put in trading, that's your investment money. All you need to do is grow that money and you become profitable. And my second piece of advice is, obviously, if you're looking for a mentor to help in your trading journey, also do your research on the company that you're going to get yourself involved into. Because recently there's been a lot of scams, as we all know. Not even scam accounts or anything like that, but scam companies that actually teach people things they have not accomplished in life yet, which is a bit unfair, because if you're going to teach somebody something, you at least need to lead by example and show them what you're teaching them. So also avoid people like that being used in the streets, because people will just take your money and you will not get the value for your money. value for your money is a very important thing. So also do your research on forex trading companies if you're looking to get started and get a mentor to help you in your journey. That's the most important piece of advice I can give. And third piece of advice would be open a demo account. A demo account will actually give you a feel of the real markets, whether before you start trading, before you go for classes, whatever the case might be. Open a demo account, see how it works, go to YouTube, look at the YouTube videos, see what other traders have to say about it. And by doing that, you're actually extending your knowledge so that whenever you're ready to start trading, you have enough knowledge and information in your head to back up everything that you're going to be doing.
Been on that since home, getting money like every day new bitch running new.
Wow, I actually went to 2 courses. It's funny enough because the first course I went to, it was in Senton. So it was this guy, so what I did was, I found him on Instagram. Because back in the day, it wasn't a lot of people who were trading. So when you get one Instagram trader, you get the next 4, and that was just them. So I found him because he had cheaper packages, but I really wanted to get into this to see how it works. So I WhatsApped the guy, I asked him about his packages. He told me am I supposed to do payments and all those things, and then I will only receive location then of where we're going to meet and where we're going to do this thing. So I was a bit skeptical about it, at first, as any other person would be. Because, imagine talking to somebody on WhatsApp and then the next thing is please send this money first, then I'll disclose the location, I'll tell you the time. I'm like, but I don't even know you, I haven't seen you, yo, what if you run away with my money? But, end of the day, I still did it because I was desperate and I needed to get into this field. So I went for my first course, it was in Senton, and it was about 2 or 3 days I think. And basically a lot of the things that I learned, there are some things that I saw online, but I just needed clarity on how it works because I never knew how to draw a trend line. I saw them do it digitally online, but you never know how they start. You need somebody to at least show you the ropes and how it started. So that was my starting point. I went for that course, and I think about 2 weeks later, I funded my account, which my mom helped me, obviously. I will forever thank her for that. And almost blew it also. So yeah, because a lot of things I learned by that course were some things I already know. And as I said, it was informative, but I just needed somebody to just show me how it works, and from there I could take it. But clearly, I wasn't as right as I almost blew the account. And then I went for my second course, which was Senton again. This was about a month later, after going through all the depression of almost blowing the account, saving whatever money I have left, leaving it in the account, just stepping away from the market for a breather. Decided to go for another course, and that was when my things started picking up, because it was one of the most informative courses ever. That is why I always appreciate my mentor, my own mentor. Because funny enough is what a lot of people don't know, I didn't even have enough money for the course. I think the course was about 4,000 rand and I only had about 2,100. And I DM'd this person because I saw that he was coming to, Center. And I really liked his work, the way he's working. The work ethic was 100, the results, the accounts he grew, and he used to post everything, the transparency in somebody like that. So I wanted to be like that person, like Ashley. I was like, no, I need to. So I went for his course. And then I only attended, it was a 4-day course in Senton. I only attended 2 days because I didn't have transport money. But little did I know 2 days was all I needed. Because after that 2-day session, the account grew, my knowledge grew, I practiced more. And like that, I became the person I am today because of a good mentor. So it's very important, it's very, very important to have a good mentor. But in total, I went to 2 forex trading courses. And then after that, that's when the gates opened.
I'm infatuated by the way you move.
That was 3.5 months later. So what happened is, I did make it, but before I now withdrew the full money and everything, I made sure that I withdrew at least, like a young 10,000 to feel if this is real. You have to know, trading is, you see your money in your account, you see you made money, but it's not there, it's digital. You have to withdraw it, it comes after 4 days. So I was like, no man, what if I'm trading and this is not my money, this is just fake. I couldn't believe it. it's crazy when you wake up one morning, your account is sitting on 250 USD. The next morning you wake up, it's sitting on like 30,000 USD. So obviously you need to withdraw and feel if that money is real. And that's what happened. I withdrew about a 15 or 14K. And then I was like, okay, this is real. Bought sneakers because I've been a sneaker lover. Obviously I couldn't provide for myself back at the time, so I made sure that's like one of the first things I do. I bought sneakers, gave the family here and there, and then I knew it was real. And then I worked towards a goal. And then obviously after that withdrawal came in the first time, I've never been so excited in my life. It's like an unbelievable feeling. You know when something is real and it's not real? Like 18 years old, just see 6 numbers in your bank account, they even called you to the bank with your parents to disclose the money. That's how real it is. But it was the best feeling ever, because from that day ever, I've never looked back. Which is why I'm the man I am today, and still growing spiritually, in all aspects, financially, every day.
Crazy like no sanity. Shawty extra wavy like a tsunami.
Obviously, in my first year or second year into this trading world, I was giving back a lot. From buying groceries for my mom to, the smallest things that I could never do before, I just do. But I realized now, like, despite everything that I've done for everybody that's close to me, I will not mention things because I've done a lot of things for a lot of people. And the people that will be seeing this interview, they will know what I'm talking about, the people close to me. But one thing I've realized was, the one thing in this third year of trading that I could do that's most beneficial to them is spend my time and give them my love, because I realized that a lot of people, I've lost a lot of people also that were beneficial to me, which is the sad part, because that's just how life goes, And I've realized that me being there as a friend or as a son or as a brother, that's the most important thing. So that's where I've been dedicating my time to lately. But in terms of materialistically, I've bought them everything they've probably desired in their life, and I'll still buy them anything they desire, anytime, any day.
Just to put money in it. Billy got a Gucci one. He got a pistol.
I know a lot of people have been wondering what happened to the Golf 7R competition. Well, what happened is last year we gave out a competition where I was going to give away my car, my Golf 7R, to the best performing student at FOREX Kings. I mean, FOREX Kings has over 1,000 students, 1,500 students. So about 600 students signed up and the competition got started, accounts got grown, everything. But in life, nothing goes as planned, as I would always say. So I was actually robbed in November. I was robbed at gunpoint. They took some money, they took my camera, my drone, a few things that were in the car. But luckily the suspects were found about 10 minutes later. Unfortunately, one was shot dead, 4 were arrested. But now, these weren't just normal suspects. There's a problem I'm facing. That's why if you follow me on Instagram and you follow who I am and what I post and what I do daily, you realize that this whole December I did not even post a lot. I only posted my snaps a day after I've been to another place, or a day after I actually took a picture, I would post it. Because the people we were dealing with at the time of this robbery are very dangerous people. So they were in jail, but the families were upset that obviously now we put their sons in jail, because this is a whole family that come from gangsterism. So I was called to take safety precautions, not to pose my son, not to pose my new daughter that I was blessed with. Thank you, Lord, for that beautiful gift. I was told to take safety precautions for my own life, because you never know what could happen, And now recently I've been walking around with a bodyguard, and this is not the life that I wanted. But for your own safety and your family's safety, you have to take the necessary precautions. So for those who are asking why the party didn't happen, because we are informed that you shouldn't go ahead with the party for our own safety. You never know who could be there. You never know if they could send somebody, because this is real, and we live in a time where people are not afraid to hurt other people. And then this really be your own people end of the day. So that's one of the main reasons the competition didn't take place, is because this case is still ongoing. We're about to start trial now in February, and we will see how the case goes. As I talk now in Cape Town, literally one of the suspects got bail Friday, so obviously, you know, my life is still in danger again. So you have to make sure you move with precaution. But the competition will still go on. I'm just gonna extend it until we find a date for after the court case when it ends. But students are still gonna be able to participate. All the FOREX King students are gonna get free funded accounts to be able to join this competition again and grow their accounts. So, but in all, man, we're really sorry, you know, for the inconvenience. And it's still gonna happen. We're still giving it away. We're still gonna kill it. Where did music come? Oh, I knew you were gonna ask that question. I think I've never formally talked about this whole music thing. I think people just woke up one day and just saw music video drop, Chasing Nova, 012, they're like, oh, and no, FOREX Trader, what happened? So, this whole music thing, music has always been a first love, man, you know? Like, there's things in high school. So there's Kelly Don. Kelly Don is one of my friends. I used to go to high school with him, Silverton in Pretoria, Silverton High School. He's one of the guys that was always into music. Like, me and him would bunk school, I would go sit there and he would record with his friends, I would just watch them. It's like, just vibe out. And then that's where the love for music came from. And I started also recording, and you know, but I never took it as a first talent, you would say, as something I would see myself succeeding in one day, pushing it until I succeed. It was never such a thing for me. But then when I made it, and I was looking back, because I have a friend that was so interested in this music game, like he's been and he's still pushing till this day, I decided to open a record label, which is 012 Grounded. And then after that, I decided I'm going to put him onto my record label, sign him, and obviously, you know, as an artist, you will be put on, you get a contract, whatever the case is, but it's hard to boom. So then I decided just to drop a song, put 012 Grounded on the map, and it did, because that song gets played a lot. Thank you for everybody that showed love to 012.
I'ma put her on her knees, praise the Lord like Jesus.
Beautiful girls, you know that for sure. Beautiful whoops, know that for sure. And mostly just, you know, like content to give out. Like I want it to be different every time in each and every music video. And obviously with 012 and Bad Shawty, those are the type of music videos that's when you get into the industry, you know. You show them girls, you show them what they want to see, from penthouses to nice views. But the deeper you're going to get into the music, the more you'll be able to actually start telling stories with our music and the content that we'll be laying out. So for me, most importantly, one thing I'm looking forward to is actually growing in terms of how I put my content out to my fans, to my people, and to everyone that just listens to the music, you know. Because, I mean, we have to make sure the music video and the content is 100% good, for the simple fact that we don't do performances. So the only time we'll probably be reaching our music would be on TV, if you see the music video, or if you download the song and you're jamming it to yourself. It's only one of the two, and so you have to make sure the music video is with remembering.
Show me you wanted me, I just want autograph.
The relationship with my father right now is 100% good, 1000% probably, if not, because I believe that, you know, when something's happening to you in the moment, it seems like it's unfair. It seems like, damn, my father hates me, I'm being punished, this and that. But when I look back at it, it actually made me a stronger person. It made me a stronger person because I learned how to be independent. I learned how to prove the people around me wrong and also prove myself right at the same time. I learned how to be my own man. And that's actually something I think when he put me out, he wanted to accomplish that, you know. It's not to put you out of, I hate you. It's like, hey, go feel it. Go learn a lesson. Come back. Show me that you actually learned the lesson. And that's what I did. And ever since me and him have been working on our relationship, and it's been the best. It's really, really been one of the best. Me and him actually going into a business venture soon. I will not disclose what it is now, but that is where also a lot of my money went towards. And I hope when you find out one day what it is, you guys will be excited for me the way I am excited for me. But other than that, me and him are really good now, in a good space, good energy going around. So I couldn't be even happier, man. Love that old dopey for life. And my mom, damn, our relationship just gets tighter every time.